My name is Gabriela Muka. I'm a political science major. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm bisexual. Cool. I guess it started when I started volunteering for my local gay organization, and I never really considered myself as anything other than straight. It was something I was just used to identifying as. But as I started helping through that organization, I started to question myself. And I had a lot of supportive friends, so it wasn't hard for me to come out, and it wasn't hard for me to realize that I didn't like just men. But my mom's always been accepting, but I always thought that maybe I was going to be the exception of that. So I didn't tell her for like 2 years. And the organization had put on a gay prom. So my mom helped with me in volunteering, and I guess one girl at the dance was interested in me, but I wasn't. But my friend was talking about it in the car on the way back afterwards, and my mom was driving all of us home, and she was like, yeah, this girl's interested in you, and I was like, no, she's not really what I'm into. And my mom was like, yeah, because she's a girl, and I was like, oh, no, not that, no. And she took a second, and she didn't say anything for like a while in the rest of the car ride. And then we got home, and my mom was like, so, are you gay? And I was like, no, I'm bisexual. But I was like already prepared for her to say something like, that's not a real thing, you're either gay or you're straight. And she was just like, okay, cool. And then she walked away, and I was like, oh God, I was like sweating. I think I cried too, because I felt like, I was like, oh God, she's gonna like freak out or something. And she was totally fine with it. But after that, I felt really comfortable with bisexuality and feeling that out. I think like today, and around my peers and stuff, I'm pretty much accepted. I tell people I'm bisexual, and they just go along with it. I identify as female, but I have a lot of masculine traits that I identify with, and a lot of people are cool with it. But there are still people that question it. I come from a town that isn't very diverse in the gay population, and so I haven't really experimented fully with being with women. But and because of that, and because I'm in a currently straight relationship, a lot of people just think it was like a phase, and that sucks, because it's who I am and like it's what I identify with. But yeah, I love participating in anything that's LGBT related, because I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about more. Like, we talk about it on the surface, but we don't really like go more in depth with it. So yeah, that's why I like wanted to do this video project too, because I feel like it's something that's really awesome to talk about and to explore and let people know that there's a whole community of people that exist. And you can't ignore them, because there's so many. And it's just like, as long as everybody's just living how they want to live and it's not hurting anybody, then I don't get why anybody really cares. But yeah, that's my story. I have lots of friends that also don't identify as cisgender or straight, and we all just accept each other, and it's really cool. I really like this generation because of that.
Do you remember what it felt like when you first kind of acknowledged, or whether said it to yourself internally, externally, said it to someone else? Like, what was that like?
That was weird. I was like, am I only identifying as this because I'm around so many people that identify as anything but straight or cis? And I really had to think about it. And I was like, maybe those like crushes on certain characters that were like identified as like girl crushes, maybe they're a little bit more than I thought they were gonna be. And I had to it freaked me out a little bit, because I think the label scared me. like being labeled as that, then I'm like, that's something that I am permanently. But I found that being in this community, it's not so much as the label, it's whatever you feel and what you want to be, which I find really cool. But yeah, I freaked out for a little bit, and I talked with friends, and my friends weren't really surprised. My mom was, but my friends helped me like find that part of me that I probably would discover later, like way later, but I did at like 15, 16.
What advice would you give to someone who's like considering coming out, or do you think it's like almost time? Do you have any advice?
I would say, if it feels right and it's something that you're comfortable with doing, you feel so great afterwards. And you find a community that accepts you just as much as you're going to accept yourself. It can be scary because there are going to be people that don't accept you, that question you all the time, think you have like a disorder or something. There's always going to be people like that, but there's an overwhelming amount of people that are willing to listen to you and support you through that. But I really think being comfortable with yourself and figuring that out, and then taking that mental preparation to tell people, and just know that you're going to feel awesome afterwards. It feels great.